तिमरङ्गस्य ज्ञाननञ्जनो शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टां स्थापितां येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मायं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपादकमलं नवं च श्रीरूपं सङ्ग्रजातं सहगणो रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादं सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपीसा गोपिका कंता राधाकंठ नमोस्तुते तप्त कंचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानो सुदे देवी प्रणममि हरिप्रिये वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। वंदे नन्तद्भूतेश्वर्यं श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु निचोप्यात् प्रसादात् Bhakti Sastra Pravartakam. So I would like to take the opportunity to thank everybody here for being here today. Oh, you're not translating, okay. It is my great privilege to be here in your place. I would like to thank the host of this house for kindly invited the devotees to come to your place. In this way, your place has become another holy dham in the creation of the Lord. Normally, generally, people think going to Vrindavan is the holy dham, going to Mayapur is another holy dham. There are many holy dham in India. But then Prabhupada says wherever he has created his temple, that also considered to be holy dham. Actually, there are 5 kinds of Vrindavan is there. It is called Goloka Vrindavan. The second is called Bhauma Vrindavan. The third is called Ristinya Vrindavan. The fourth is called Riddhi Vrindavan, and the fifth is called Gupta Vrindavan. The Goloka Vrindavan referred to the spiritual abode, the residence of the Lord. The Bhauma Vrindavan 5,000 years ago when Krishna appeared on this earthly planet. He had appeared in Mathura Vrindavan, and at that time it was exactly like his own about Goloka Vrindavan. It was beyond the time factor of this material world. And today when we read the Krishna book, we find a lot of details, description about the Vrindavan. But when you go to Vrindavan today, it's not exactly same as what you're reading from the book. But 5,000 years ago, it was exactly like the Goloka Vrindavan, where the gopis, the gopas, the animals to Yamuna river to everything. It was very transcendental there. You feel that you are in the real Goloka Vrindavan. But somewhere or other, due to the influence of Kali Yuga, what we are today seeing the Vrindavan is no longer even the Bhauma Vrindavan, exactly like the Goloka Vrindavan. The present Vrindavan you go and see in India, it is called Dristinya Vrindavan. That means you don't see the proper Yamuna river has been described in the book. You don't see the land of Vrindavan with the beautiful cows and gopis and the beautiful forest. Somewhere other the present moment, the present Vrindavan, it looks very dirty. It's very not properly been maintained. And you see the people of Vrindavan, maybe some of them may not really qualify to live in Vrindavan. Somewhere or other, we are seeing Dristinya Vrindavan. There is a third kind of Vrindavan. The first one is the Goloka Vrindavan, the eternal abode of the Lord. The second one is Bhauma Vrindavan, 5,000 years ago. It was a proper transcendental abode within the material world. Now you go to Vrindavan, it calls a Dristinya Vrindavan, no longer looks like Vrindavan. And there is another Vrindavan is called Riddhi Vrindavan. Within the heart of every human being, there is also Vrindavan inside them. See, the Lord Radha and Krishna living within the heart of the living entities. And when there are Radha and Krishna, surely there is also gopis are there, the gopas are there. And beautiful pastimes are going on within the heart of the living entities. Somewhere or other we are not able to experience because we don't have that kind of a purity in our heart. Our heart is contaminated by so many unwanted attraction of this world. For that reason, even the same Vrindavan, which is there in the Goloka Vrindavan, which is there in India, the same Vrindavan is there in the heart of the living being, but we are not able to see and experience the Vrindavan within the heart. And then the fifth one is called Gupta Vrindavan. When you are really performing well in Krishna consciousness, when you're performing pure devotional service, you are able to create a new Vrindavan in places like Poland, places like America. So Prabhupada have created 108 temples all over the world. It's also considered to be a new Vrindavan. That means the pure devotees, there is no requirement for them to go to Vrindavan to experience those Vrindavan. They can experience the Vrindavan within their heart by performing, by cultivating the bhakti in a very purest way without any selfish interest in their heart. In this way, the devotee, they travel around the world, and there are devotees within their own country. They make a beautiful temple of Radha and Krishna. So that place also considered to be Vrindavan. So it is said that the Vrindavan is a state, it's also a state of consciousness. That means to go back to the Goloka Vrindavan, you must be conscious of Radha and Krishna all the time in your life. It's not the Goloka Vrindavan is outside you, it's within you. But you got to be conscious of Krishna all the time. That is why Krishna told Arjuna in the chapter 8, text 7, Tasmat Sarvesu Kalesu Man Anusmaran Yudhya Cha Mayarpita Manobuddhir Mamivasyasi Asamsayam. Arjuna, with your mind and intelligence, dwells in me, and by carrying out your duty with the mind and intelligent thinking of me, surely you will come back to me without fail. So in this way we have got this opportunity. And the Shastra, our Vedic literature, it says, any places where there are more than 10 good devotees of Krishna's are there, more than 10 pure devotees are there, and that place is called pure, is a Goloka Vrindavan. So I hope in Poland you got more than 10 good devotees. We should not think that I'm the only good devotee. But definitely there are more than 10 nice devotees in Poland. For that reason, Poland also considered to be one of the Goloka Vrindavan of the Lord. So when you're conscious of Krishna all the time, you are living in Goloka Vrindavan. So in this way, we have got this great opportunity, great mercy from the Prabhupada to participate in Krishna consciousness so that you experience the pastime of Radha and Krishna within your own self, and you feel very much jubilant, very much peaceful in your heart. So there is the mercy being given to us by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. One time in America, one of the devotees have asked Prabhupada. He read the 6th chapter, text 37 onward of the Bhagavad Gita. So this devotee asked Prabhupada, Prabhupada, there's a verse in the Bhagavad Gita that Arjuna is asking Krishna, Ayati Sridaya Peta Yoga Chalita Manasa Aprapya Yoga Samsiddhim Kam Gatim Krishna Gachati. Arjuna is asking Krishna what happens to the unsuccessful yogi. There are somebody take up Krishna consciousness, but they don't complete, they leave Krishna consciousness in halfway. What happened to those people who leave Krishna consciousness incomplete? So this devotee told Prabhupada about this sloka, and he said that Krishna answered to the question of Arjuna. He said, Kashi nobhaya vibarasta, chinnam brahmiva nasyate. He says, my dear Arjun, whoever has not completed their Krishna consciousness, there is nothing lost in their path. But Arjuna's question, when somebody are incompleting their Krishna consciousness, is their life just like the clouds in the sky? When there are clouds and when there is the blow of a wind, the clouds disappear from there. Is that somebody who not completed their Krishna consciousness in this lifetime? Is there everything is lost on their side, spiritually and materially are they lost? And Krishna told Arjuna in the chapter 6, text 40, he said, Partha naiveya namutra vinasa stasya vidyate nahi kalyana kriskasit durgatim tata gacchati. It's on top, Prabhuji. You can turn it off. You can turn it off, no problem. Thank you. So Krishna told Arjun, Nahi kalyana krikasit. Anybody in this world who have involved with the auspicious activities. Krishna consciousness is an auspicious activity. Krishna says anybody who have involved in the auspicious activities, there is nothing lost for them in this world. And Krishna continued in the chapter 6, text 41, Prapya punyan kritan lokam usidve sasvate samasuchinam srimatam ge yoga braso bijayate. Krishna says those who are not incomplete of their devotional service, next life they will be born in a devotee family. Or they will be born in an aristocratic, a rich family. In this lifetime, if you live Krishna consciousness halfway, doesn't matter. There is nothing lost in Krishna consciousness, but there is everything lost in the material world. This morning I've been saying in the class, Kundi Devi says, Kevayam nama rupabhyam yadubi sahapandava bhavato darshanam yari rishikena vivesatu. Kundi Devi says, then my dear Krishna, because of you, our kingdom are flourishing like anything. Ime jana pada saurida supagvausadi virudha because your glance are falling on my family, and my children are protected, and they are well in their Krishna consciousness. No? Because your lotus feet have touched our land, and there are plenty of fruits, there are plenty of plants and trees, and the river, the whole kingdom is flourishing because of your lotus feet of touch our land. So Kundi Devi says, the moment you leave our kingdom, and everything will disappear. She said everything will become null and void, become zero. So she said in the material world, people are born coming to the world zero without anything. And they leave the world also, they zero, don't take anything from here. But unfortunately, due to their false identification, I and mine, the false identification, what they are not in this material world. We are not Polish, we are not European, we are not Indian, Chinese. We are not anything, nothing to do with any of this external identification in this world. But somewhere or other, falsely, we are identifying with this body. So in between, in this material world, even though we come to the world zero, then we leave the world zero, in between we feel we are hero in the material world. Everybody thinking I am somebody here. So in this way, Kundi Devi says, the moment you leave our kingdom, everything become nil in our kingdom. Twaye me nanya visya matir padupate sakti ratim udvahadat ala gange vaugam budanvati. She told Krishna that before you leave my kingdom, cut off my attachment towards my family members, towards my relative and friends in this world. Just like the river flowing without any hindrance, flowing towards the ocean, similarly let my attraction drawn unto your lotus feet. So in this way, only consideration, only focus, only desire Kundi Devi had is that somewhere or other she wanted to 100% totally surrender to the lotus feet of Krishna. So Krishna comes to the world, bring only one message Krishna brings. We are reading Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita contains of 18 chapters, 700 verses, and Dhritarashtra spoken one verse, and Sanjaya spoke 40 verses of Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna spoke 84 verses of Bhagavad Gita. Krishna spoke 575 verses of Bhagavad Gita. But Krishna only comes to the world, only bringing only one message to the entire human society. There is in the chapter 18 text 66, Sarva Dharman Paridyaja Mamikam Saranam Brajam Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Moksayusami Masuchaha. Krishna says, give up all varieties of religion and surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all kinds of sinful reaction. So there are many people are reading Bhagavad Gita in this world. Somewhere or other they accepted the 699 verses of Bhagavad Gita, except that one thing where Krishna comes to deliver, surrender. People don't want to accept that one real message Krishna brought to the world, but they are willing to go through the 699 verses of the Bhagavad Gita. There was a man, a rich man. He had a good family, good wife and children. He has got a business, good business going. But somewhere or other, all the time he feels some sort of anxiety in his life. No, he feels very sad about life. Always he worries about something. So he went to so many doctors to see what's problem with me. And somewhere or other, no doctors has given him any solution. His business is okay, his family is okay, children are okay. But somewhere or other, he always worries about something. And one doctor, he said that there's one Swamiji has come. Why not you go and talk to him? Maybe he can help you. So he went and met the Swamiji. that I got this problem. The doctor says that I should come and see you. He says that you got a Bhagavad Gita and there's a solution in the Bhagavad Gita. He said you can teach me Bhagavad Gita. Can you do that? Swamiji says, sure, I can help you to teach Bhagavad Gita, but you need to stay for 3 months with me to learn Bhagavad Gita. The whole 18 chapters and 700 verses. But this businessman is always busy. He said that I don't have that kind of time. That 3 months to sit with you to learn Bhagavad Gita is not possible. I got business commitment and other thing. So you make it a little bit short. And the Swamiji says, okay, if you are not able to see and learn the 18 chapters of Bhagavad Gita, at least you learn one chapter of Bhagavad Gita. The 18 chapters, the essence of the Bhagavad Gita, I will teach you. But it will take 1 month for you to learn. He says, not possible. I cannot, wait here for 1 month. You make it more shorter for me. And the Swamiji says that, okay, in the 18 chapters of Bhagavad Gita, the last chapter, 18th chapter, there are 78 verses are there. So I will teach you one verse, important verse I will teach you. It will take 3 days for you to memorize the sloka. So you stay with me 3 days. The man says, not possible. I'm too busy with my business. I cannot even, spend 3 days with you. Make it more shorter. So the Swamiji says, so in that case, he says that in that one sloka of the 18th chapter, you are not able to stay with me to learn the one verse of that chapter 1866. But there is one word is there. He said that is Masucha. Masucha means no worries. At least you remember that one word. Whenever you got problem, you remember Krishna said Masucha, don't worry. Your problem will be solved. So if anybody has got faith and trust in what Krishna says, in chapter 9, text 3, Krishna says, Astra Dadana Purusa Dharma Sesya Parantapa Aprapyamam Nivartanti Mritu Samsara Varitmani. However one perform devotional service unto me, but if they don't have faith in my devotional life, they come back again to this material world. So it's not about a big philosophy here. Krishna conscious philosophy is very simple. Prabhupada says very simple for the simple-minded person, is very complicated for the complicated. But generally people in the material world, they're very complicated. So it's very difficult for them to understand the simple message the Lord is bringing for the upliftment of the entire human society. If you are not able to memorize that one sloka 1866, which for only reason Krishna came to the world, that sarva dharman parityaja mamikam saranam rajam aham tom sarva papebhyo moksayusami masuchaha. If you are not able to memorize the whole sloka, in that sloka there is one word is there, masucha. Masucha means no worries, mate. In Australia they say no worries, mate. So whenever some worries come to you, you remember Masucha. Krishna says Masucha, Masucha, Masucha. And Krishna will act on that word to give you peace and happiness in your life. Because everything in this material world is been arranged by Krishna. It's all Krishna's plan is going on in this world. And most of you are originally must be from India. But it's Krishna's plan that you must come to Poland. You could have gone to America, you could have gone to Canada, isn't it? You could have gone to Switzerland. but you have come to Poland. Why? Krishna's plan, you have to come here. It's not we were born in India from the birth, we've been planning to come to Poland. We never thought of Poland at all. Somebody would have thought about America. But I don't think so anybody would have thought of, Poland. Even I came to Poland this time. I never thought I would come to Poland. Even sometime I come to, Switzerland for 1 month, I'm tired, I go back. I'm not very, keen about, European country, Western country. For me, visiting all these countries in the Europe and America to Western countries like visiting a graveyard. There is no life in those countries. You go to India, there's a life in India. You enjoy every moment of your stay in India. So in this way that it is the plan of Krishna. When the war to take place, Hastinapur, that they decided to go on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Duryodhan said, let them meet in the battle, and whatever they think belongs to them, fight and take back. So the war was decided, and a final thing, Krishna wanted to, been asked to go and have a peace talk with the Duryodhan. So Yudhishthira, the Pandavas, they told Krishna, you go and speak to Duryodhan, try to see that if he can avoid the war. So before coming for the peace talk, Krishna spoke to Yudhishthira. He asked Yudhishthira, he told Yudhishthira, I'm going to Hastinapur to talk to Duryodhan. And what is your opinion? Krishna asked Yudhishthira. And Yudhishthira told Krishna, Krishna, you know everything. Whatever you want to speak to Duryodhan, you speak to him. But you come back with only one message for me, a good news. There should not be war. I don't want to see the battle. Then after that, Krishna, he went to Bhima. He asked Bhima, what is your opinion? Bhima says, you know everything. Whatever you want to talk to the Duryodhan, you go and talk to him. But you come back with the good news, there must be war. I want to fight with that guy. And after that, Krishna went to Arjuna. Arjuna, what is your opinion? Arjuna told Krishna, look at Draupadi. She has loosened up the hair and she has taken a vow until Duryodhan get killed. That means, Krishna, you go and talk to that Duryodhan and come back with the good news that there must be a war. I want to fight with them. Then after that, Krishna went to Nakula, the fourth brother. Krishna asked Nakula, what is your opinion? Nakula says that, why you waste your time, Krishna? Krishna said to Nakula, why you said I'm wasting my time? Nakula said, Duryodhan is not a humble guy, he's a very arrogant fellow. He's not even listening to his own parents. And he's not going to listen to you. Why you waste your time to go and see and talk to him? So don't waste your time. And finally, Krishna went to Sahadev. He asked Sahadev, what do you think? Sahadev says, why you waste my time? Nakula said, why you waste your time? Sahadev says, why you waste my time, my dear Lord? Krishna says, why you are talking like this? Sahadev says, my dear Krishna, you know everything. Ya chapi sarva bhutanam bijam tat aham Arjuna. Na tat atsti vinayachan maya bhutam characharam. In the chapter 10, text 39, Krishna declared that without him, not even moving and non-moving living entities will exist in the world. So without Krishna, nothing is going to exist in the world. So Sahadev told Krishna That though like you don't know what to do, you are asking my elder brother Yudhishthira, oh Yudhishthira, what is your opinion? Though like you don't know, you go to Bhima, oh Bhima, what is your opinion? Though like you do not know, go to Arjuna, what is your opinion? Though like you do not know, go to Nakula, what is opinion? And you're coming to me, what is my opinion? You know what I think, Krishna? Krishna say what? It's not about anybody else's opinion here. You're going to do what you have decided to do. And there is nothing to do with anybody's opinion here. A devotee understands that everything in this world is the arrangement of Krishna. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared 500 years ago, he was singing and dancing in the village of India. And while singing and going, he saw there was a family man, but he behaved like he's a sannyasi. He get everybody to fall at his feet and try to get the respect. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu respected him. At least he's little bit behaving like a sannyasi. At least let him. Mahaprabhu, he paid his obeisances. Mahaprabhu, I asked him, please, you give me some blessing. And the so-called the Grihastha sannyasi, he said, my dear Nimai, I bless you that you will get a beautiful lady to get married, that you can have lots of children, and you can have lots of money. So he blessed Mahaprabhu Nimai with all the material opulences. And Mahaprabhu told him, you must be crazy, he told him. He says, everybody born in this world, their destiny is already been decided while they are in the womb of their mother. While in the womb of a mother, there are 5 things are already destined for every living being. When you're going to come out from your womb of your mother is already written there. How much education you're going to have in your life, that is already destined, already written while in the womb of your mother according to your previous life karma. What kind of gender you will take and come already been destined while in the womb of a mother. How much money you will have in your life already destined while in the womb of the mother. When we're going to die, that also already written while we are in the womb of the mother. Karmana daiva netrena jantur deha papataye streya udara pravistam muchante sakebisa. That in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 31, text onward, this one is beautifully explained. According to one's karma, that everything is destined in their life. So Mahaprabhu said, Tallabhyate dukkhavat anyate sukham khalena sarvatra gambhiraram. So Mahaprabhu says, nobody is asking for any miseries in life. Is anybody asking for some trouble in their life? Nobody is asking for trouble, but the trouble is coming. Why it is coming? Because it is there, that is coming. Similarly, when any sort of enjoyment is there for anybody in the world, it will come without calling for it. He said the 5 things are already destined. He said only way this thing is changeable. Namam karmani limpanti name karma palaspriya. Itimam yo bijananti karma bir nasa badyet. In the chapter 4, text 14, Krishna says that Krishna says, I don't have any karma on my side. There is no requirement for me to act in the material world for some material gain. Krishna says, I don't have any duty to perform in this world. I don't have any karma, but anybody comes to me, they're connected to me with devotional service, their karma will be taken away from them. So Mahaprabhu told that, so-called Grihastha sannyasi, those who don't waste your time about, all those things, material gain. Everything is coming and going according to somebody's previous life karma. But if they wanted to change their karma, Mahaprabhu said they should take to devotional service. He said that they should worship Radha and Krishna, they should chant the holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. By participating in Krishna consciousness, by following the instruction given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and we are able to change our destiny. We are able to nullify the karmic reaction of this material world. And one time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to one village with all his associates. So they were singing and dancing very happily. And there was one family man. His name is Kurma Brahmana. And he was crying and crying. You look at Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and others are singing and dancing very happily. Looking at them, he's crying and crying. So he came and fall at the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He said, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, please take me and go with you. I'm really, really suffering in my family life. I got lots of problems. Work problem, money problem, family problem. I got all these problems. Let me go with you. And Mahaprabhu asked him, why you wanted to go with me? Then he says that because I see you and all your people are very happy. And Mahaprabhu told him, you know why we are happy? Because we are singing and dancing the holy name of Krishna. There is no requirement for you to follow me to go to anywhere. You stay wherever you are. He said, Yare deke tare kaha Krishna upadesh amara hagya hai guru e tare he desh. While sitting here, you must understand your family is not a problem for you. Your children are not a problem for you. The work are not a problem for you. The only problem is that you have forgotten Krishna in your life. He says, now while you sit with your family and you chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. He said in this way all your problems can be taken away by Krishna. And with your family and children and work and friends and relatives, you can live very happily in this world. So in this way, Mahaprabhu comes to this world bringing a very simple process. There are so many things been said in the Vedic literatures. But Mahaprabhu told, there's a conversation between Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told earlier that there are 5 important things on the spiritual life. One is to always to sit and hear the Srimad Bhagavatam in the association of the devotees. Number 2, do the deity worship with great faith. Number 3, always stay in the association of the devotees. Number 4, chant the holy name of the Lord. And number 5, he says, if possible, do some seva in the holy dham of the Lord, Madhura, Vrindavan. And we understand Poland also is a holy dham for us because there are a lot of devotees in this country. Any country, if there are more than 10 good devotees are there, nice devotees, that place considered to be a holy dham. So Mahaprabhu said, do some seva for the holy dham. So after that, Mahaprabhu was talking with Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and Jagannath Puri. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he quoted a verse for Mahaprabhu. He says, Samsara sarpadriste murchitanam khalau yuge ausadim bhagavan nama tasmad vaishnava sevanam. The Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya says, out of 64 angas of bhakti, you have mentioned 5 are very important. By my understanding, there are 2 are most important in the devotional path of Krishna consciousness. He says that number 1, one should always chant the holy name of the Lord. And number 2, one should be always keep in the association of the devotees. If anybody can do these 2 things, they can follow 2 things. Chant Hare Krishna and always keep the association of the devotees, and you are qualified to go back to Vaikuntha. Very, very easy. There's in Halwar, there's one of the Halwar in India. There are 12 Halwars in South India. The Lord personally appeared. His ornaments appeared as a 12 Halwar, great devotees in South India, to preach in the Tamil language. So one of them is Tirumangai Alvar. He is the incarnation of the bow avatar of Lord Krishna, Lord Vishnu. So this Tirumangai Alvar, he was the tax collector in South India. So he's very strong, very stout. He's like a mafia. So he's been appointed, so people will be afraid of him. They will pay the tax. So he was going around and collecting the tax. And one time he came to one house to collect the tax, and on top, balcony, he saw one beautiful girl is standing there. Her name is Kumadavalli, and he was attracted to that girl. So immediately he told the girl's father, I wanted to marry your daughter. Father, he cannot say anything because he's like a mafia. He cannot say no, cannot, no. So he says that if you really wanted to marry my daughter, you know, and you should talk to my daughter. If she said, okay, you can marry her, I have no objection. So he went to that girl. He said, I like you. I want to marry you. You should marry me. He didn't even say, I love you. I want to marry you. You should marry me. And the girl knows this place like a mafia. But the girl said, no problem. I have no objection provided I've taken a vow in my life. I only will marry a Vaishnava. You become Vaishnava, I will marry you. So he said, how to become Vaishnava? She said, there are priests in the temple. Go and talk to him. He will tell you how to become a devotee. So he ran to the temple. He wants to marry the girl. So he told the priest that, I want to become Vaishnava. The priest told him it's not that easy. Just immediately today become Vaishnava. It takes some time. And he got very angry with the priest. All the priests like that. You make me Vaishnava today. And the priest also afraid of him. So immediately the priest put, tilak for him. He put, kantimala for him. He gave him one chanting bag. He gave him the dress of a Vaishnava. And the priest said, you Vaishnava, go. So he coming with the chanting bag, with the neck beads and everything, And he told the Kumadavalli, he said, I'm already Vaishnava. Let us get married. She said, this is not the way to become Vaishnava. A Vaishnava means one who serves other Vaishnava, then he become a Vaishnava. If a Vaishnava not serving other Vaishnava, they are not a Vaishnava. Like Mahaprabhu say, Gopi Bharta Padakamalayur Dasa Das Anudas. Nahami Pranacha Narapati. I'm not a Brahmana, I'm not a Satriya, Vaishya, Sudra. I'm not a Brahmachari, I'm not a Grihastha, 1% sannyas. I'm the servant of the servant of the servant of the gopis who serve the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. Vaishnava means is a servant of every other Vaishnava. So she told him that, if you really wanted to be a Vaishnava, and I give you one way to do this thing, that you have to find 1,000 Vaishnava, and for 1 year, you have to wash their feet and take the water, sprinkle on your head, take the dust from their feet, smell it on your body, and the prasadam, you cook and give them some food, whatever balanced food you eat. For 1 year, you serve 1,000 Vaishnava. And after 1 year, after this service, you come back to me, I will marry you. So he has no choice. So he goes to all Vaishnava. He tells the Vaishnava, come, sit down, I want to wash your feet. Is there any good Vaishnava will say, okay, take my feet, wash my feet? Isn't it? The Vaishnava don't even let you to touch their feet. They are not that, arrogant, they are not that pride. So Vaishnavas all don't want, I'm not interested. Then he came back and told the girl, he said, no Vaishnava wanted to give their feet, how to take a dust, how to wash. She said, that is your problem. By hook or crook, you do it. So he decided by whose hook or crook I should do it. So now he's no more asking the Vaishnava, give me your feet, sit down. He catch them, make them sit down, tie them with the rope, and then he pull the leg, give me your leg. Then he washed the feet, sprinkle the water, he cook food, he feed them prasadam. For 1 year he was doing. And all the money been collecting from the tax, all he's doing seva, Vaishnava seva. So the king became very upset with this man. He put him in the prison. He said, all my money, tax money is finished. You're feeding the Vaishnava. But Krishna appeared to this Neelan, Tirumangayalvan. He said, don't worry. On the way to Rameswaram, that one place I've hidden a treasure for you. You take the king and go take and give back the money. So in this way, Krishna helped him. And finally, he married that girl. Both of them, they became a very wonderful couple, and they were serving the Lord very nicely. And now, being a great Vaishnava, he is looking at the temple in the Sri Rangam, Tiruchi, South India. That time, the Sri Rangam temple is only a small hut only, nothing there. So he was looking at the small, hut, of the temple of the Lord. He was thinking, every other people, the rich people, they got big, big bungalow for them. But my Lord, only got small house there. So I must build a beautiful temple for him. So you go around and ask donation. Can you give some donation? I want to build a nice temple for Ranganath. Can you give? Can you give? And nobody wants to give. Many people, they said, you are cheater. Go away. You are cheater. Go away. And it strikes in his mind. That cheater. Then he said, only way to take the money, cheat them. Steal the money from them. And he made 4 very good disciples for him. One disciple can walk on the water. One disciple can unlock any lock, he can unlock the. And another disciple, by talking very nicely, mesmerize the person. He forgets himself. And another disciple, by putting the feet, on his shadow, he cannot move freely. So with these 4 disciples, he was stealing money everywhere. Robbing the money. So he was building a beautiful temple. And there are certain times there was not enough money. So he was thinking what to do. He already robbed so many people around. He is looking for a new customer. And that time, the Lakshmi Narayana themselves, they came like a newly wedded couple. And Lakshmi Devi put a lot of ornaments with the ring, with the diamond and gold, and Krishna with lot of ornament, and they were coming. So he was thinking, now there are new bride and bridegrooms are coming. Let me rob them. So he stopped them. You don't know there were Lakshmi and Narayanan coming. Then he told them, take out everything. And taking out, there's a ring, and ring is not able to pull it out. You go and bite the ring on the finger of the Lord. Take out everything. So he took out all the ornaments from Lakshmi and Narayana, and he put it in the bag. And after that, he wanted to, pick up the bag, but he's not able to pick the bag. It's too heavy. So he goes to Narayana, the Lord. He said, careful. What mantra you said that I'm not able to, carry the bag? You tell me the mantra. The Lord says, come. You go to the ear. Om Narayanaya Namaha. Om Narayanaya Namaha. Om Narayanaya Namaha. The Lord uttered the mantra into him. And immediately he got enlightened. And the very first verse he has uttered, Vadinen, Vadi Varundinen. He beautifully says that, in the material world, without knowing anything, I've been running around for sense gratification. And I was very young in a youthful body, and I simply believed all my friends, whatever they said, I believed in them. Our goal was only somewhere or they enjoy in this world. But it's by your mercy that today I understood that all these material enjoyments are temporary here. My dear Lord, it's only by your blessing today I'm able to understand that you are everything in my life. So in this way that he became a great devotee. Finally, he wanted to put the dome in the Trichy temple, in the Rangana temple, but he don't have money for that. And that time somebody told him that, on the way to Kerala, there's one Buddhist temple. The Buddhist statue, they have placed the statue on top of the roof of the temple, and is purely made of gold. The whole Buddha statue is only gold, nothing else. So now he decided to go and rob the statue of Lord Buddha. you know. And he go at night, he tried many different ways to take out the statue from there, but they place it in such a way that it cannot be removed from there. And now while standing on the ground, he uttered a prayer towards Lord Buddha. He says, Lord Buddha, who you think you are? In front of my master Krishna, you are nobody in the world. And there my master is sitting without even a place to stay. And here you are sitting with the pure gold. What a shame on you. And please come. I wanted to use you for the service of my master. And the Buddha statue melted and came and fall on his palm. And beautifully finished the construction of the temple. So in this way that we can become a good Vaishnava. Being a devotee is not very difficult. All you have to do is that always chant Hare Krishna and always be in the association of the devotees. The other thing, you don't need to worry too much. Oh, I'm not doing a big puja in the house. I'm not doing a big cooking in the house. Krishna is not after your puja, is not after your cooking, is after you. When Krishna went to Hastinapur for the peace talk, and Duryodhana's father Dhritarashtra told his son that Krishna is coming to talk with you for peace, and he makes sure that you pull Krishna on your side. If Krishna comes to your side, and he said you will be winning every battle, so try to do something to pull Krishna on your side. So now Duryodhana made the path, the road. Krishna coming in, he made the road very beautiful. He threw all the perfume on the road. He decorated the road with all the expensive ornaments, and he put a beautiful Krishna's poster everywhere. He was welcoming Krishna to Hastinapur. But when Krishna was entering to the Hastinapur, he's not even looking at the poster. He's not even looking at the road. He's looking on top. He doesn't worry about these people's material opulence. He's trying to pull Krishna. So when Krishna came there and Duryodhana told him that I've prepared, my brother got the biggest and beautiful palace, Dushasan got the beautiful palace. We have prepared the whole palace for you to stay. And we have made lot of preparation, varieties of food for you. Stay with us and enjoy. But Krishna says, I got some work to do on the other side. He went to Vidura's house. And there Vidura's wife, she is always looking for Krishna, when Krishna can come. So when Krishna went to the house of Vidurani, and he met Vidurani, wife of Vidura, Krishna said, oh, auntie, I'm very hungry. Immediately she peeled the banana, gave him the banana skin and throw the inner part of it. And Krishna never complained. You go to temple, in the temple, if you keep the banana skin throw, you'll be kicked out from the temple. Because all is about love. And he was eating, the banana skin. Oh, nice, nice, nice. And from very far, Vidura could able to see that Krishna's chariot is standing. He could able to see that a Garuda flag is there, and he knows that Krishna is already in his house. And Vidura is running, coming towards the house. And in the house he saw that the wife been giving the banana skin for Krishna to eat. and he pushed, the wife away. He said, what you are doing? And now he peeled the bananas and he throws away the skin and give it inner part to eat. Krishna said, the banana given by your wife is more tastier than, And Krishna slept at night that place. And when they were sleeping, Vidura told Krishna, why you wanted to go and advise Duryodhana? Why you wanted to waste your time? He will never listen to you. Krishna says, whether Duryodhana listen to me or don't listen to me is a secondary matter. Important that I must do my duty. I do my duty, I go and advise him. Whether listen or don't listen is up to him. Why? Because next time then people will blame me. They will say Krishna was there. He knows everything. Why he didn't advise Duryodhana? They will put the blame on me. So whether Duryodhana listen or don't listen, whether your children listen to you or don't listen, doesn't matter. It's your duty to give them advice. If they don't learn from you in the house, they will learn from outside somewhere. Life is a journey of education. Somewhere the living entities will be taught a lesson. They will be collected in the journey of their life. Somewhere or other, they have to learn very nicely with a loving way from the parents, or you will be learning more harder way from out there. There is no real friend for the children other than their own parents. All your good friends are only your parents, nobody else out there. Everybody out there, they move around for some material gain, some selfish interest. Only your parents, whether you are intelligent, whether you are idiot, they don't care. Still, they will give you food and they will give you an accommodation. Other people, they will chase you away. So the children's only real friend are the parents. The mother, she represents the earthly planet. The father represents the heavenly planet. The guru represents this kingdom of the Lord. So if you are able to respect your mother, you live happily in the earthly planet. If you are able to respect your father, you live happily on the heavenly planet. If you are able to respect your spiritual master, you will be living happily on the kingdom of the Lord. So Krishna said that, Duryodhana, it's my duty to go and advise him. So the next day, Krishna came to the palace of Duryodhana. Duryodhana was very angry with Krishna. Duryodhana said that, my dear Krishna, you are very ungrateful. I made all this beautiful arrangement for you, but somewhere or other, you have insulted me. He says that I made so much of preparation of food. You go and eat one banana skin on the other house. But yeah, I made varieties of fish for you. I made for you, he says like that. Krishna says that I always follow the path of dharma. I cannot be bought over by your money, with your words, and with your wealth. I only follow the path of dharma. So Duryodhana asked him, what is that dharma says that you cannot eat my house? What is dharma says that you cannot eat in my house? Krishna says you don't go and eat in the house where people don't respect you. Where there is no respect for the elders, you don't go there. And you don't eat in the house who are very ungrateful to other people. And you don't go and eat in the people who have done something good, and the people, the person have done something wrong to somebody who have done good to them. So Krishna says, according to dharma, you only eat when you're hungry. He said for two reasons we can eat in somebody's house. One, when you're hungry. The second, even you are not hungry. If they, with love, they wanted to feed you, for their love you can eat them. And Krishna says, I'm not hungry, and you don't have love for me, so I'm not eating in your house. So in this way, Krishna consciousness is all about Bhaktya Mam Abhijanati Yavan Echasmi Tattvata Tato Mam Tattvato Gyatva Visate Tat Anantaram. Only you can understand Krishna. Only you can enter into the kingdom of Krishna through the consciousness of Krishna. So in this way, we understand that there are also Vrindavan inside our own heart. By cultivation of Krishna consciousness, we will be able to experience and living in Vrindavan at every moment. You are not depressed about life. You know, you are not complaining about life because you are living in Vrindavan at every moment. So Krishna comes here to spread the conscious of him so that you can be out from all kinds of trouble, test and tribulation in the world. The life in the material world is not that easy. It's not a smooth sailing. You know, there are too many tests and tribulations are there. The problems are coming from a different corners of our life. So the life is always, like, the Bhagavatam says, Samasritaye pada pallava plavam mahar padam punya yaso murari bhavam budir vatsa padam param padam param padam yadvi padam natesam, that at every step in this world there's a danger. What would happen next, we do not know. You make one wrong move, your life is finished. True or not? You meet the wrong man, your life is finished. You meet the wrong lady, your life is finished. You give birth to the wrong child, your life is finished. You meet the wrong friend. Like, when you're not careful, one wrong move, everything, is over, finished. So there is a danger in the material world. But by becoming a devotee, by always conscious of Krishna through the chanting of the holy name, Krishna says he will protect. In the chapter 9, text 29, 30, 31, Krishna says in the chapter 9, 29, Samoham sarva bhutesu name dvesu snapriyaye bhajanti tumam bhaktya maititesu chappiham. Krishna says, I envy nobody in the world. I don't envy anybody. I'm equal to everybody. And I'm not partial to anybody in the world. But whoever is in friend in me, rendering service in me, I'm in them. I'm also friend to them. And the next verse in 9:30, Krishna says, Apichet sudaracharo bhajante mam chananya bhak saduriva samantyakya samya vyavasito hisa. Krishna says that even a person who considered to be the most sinful in the world, by rendering service unto me, trying to become my devotee, they should be also seen as a sadhu, saintly person. In 9:31, Krishna says that Sipram Bhavanti Dharmatvam Saswa Chanti Nigachati Kaunteya Prati Janayi Name Bhakta Purnasyati. Arjuna, you declare all over the world that my devotee will never perish. Slowly, by connecting into my service, they also take up the path of righteousness. So in this way, there is no loss in Krishna consciousness. And Krishna consciousness is very joyfully to be performed. And Krishna consciousness will ultimately bring the betterment, the goodness, and whatever we are looking for in our life, the success Krishna will bring into your life. You need a little bit patient, you need a little bit tolerant, and in every condition, every situation, you don't run away from the association of a devotees. Don't, give up the chanting of the holy name. Slowly, slowly, you will understand. In the front, sometime in South India, they say, you don't go to Krishna, he'll give you problem. Do the Northern Indians say that? They say also? Oh. No. But they don't understand how Krishna consciousness works in them. During Krishna's time, one time Krishna with Arjuna, there was during Krishna's time. Krishna told Arjuna, there is one old lady, a widow, very poor lady. She is my devotee. She is always praying that I must go and eat food in her house. But she is very poor widow, and she survived her life by keeping one cow. She got one cow, she milked the cow, and she sell the milk of the cow, one cow, and then that's how she maintained her life. Krishna says she always praying that I should go and eat in her house. So let us today we go there. So Krishna brought Arjuna to that house. And the lady, poor lady, widow, nothing, only one cow. And when Krishna came, Krishna told her, I'm very hungry, I need food. And she been, she very, surprised. She said, I've been waiting for a long time. You should come and eat. So she went to the kitchen. And being a poor lady, nothing much there. Whatever was there, she took and then she cooked. and she, gave prasadam for Krishna. And Krishna said, oh, very nice, very nice, very nice, more, 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 everything finished ready. Nothing left even for the lady. After that, Krishna said, thank you, I'm leaving. So Krishna left. So on the way, Arjuna told Krishna, I think, Krishna, you're very ungrateful. Krishna said, why? You know that lady, she's very poor, not even have got husband, widow, and she only got one cow, that's how she maintained. You go and eat everything in the house, and you could have given, some blessing for the lady. At least the lady's life would be better. So after eating everything, you never give any blessing to the lady. I think you're very ungrateful. Krishna says, oh, don't worry, I already blessed the lady before I eat the food. Arjuna said, what blessing you give the lady? And Arjuna, what blessing I gave her? She got that one cow. I blessed that the cow must die. And Arjuna said, it looks like it's a curse, not blessing. You curse the lady. Krishna said, you don't understand. We'll go back again after a few days. So after a few days, when Krishna brought back Arjuna, and now the lady is very free, no cow. Last time she's very busy, morning to night, thinking about the cow. I have to wake up. I have to, bathe the cow. I have to, clean, milk the cow. She was very busy. She whole day she's thinking about cow. When this time come, she's very relaxed, no cow, And she got a mala, said, oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh, Krishna came to my house, that one cow also gone ready, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So she was happy chanting Hare Krishna. People in the village, they saw a poor lady, widow, no cow anymore. And people, thought, oh, she's a devotee of Krishna. So people bring the rice for her, people bring the dal for her, people bring, some, Lakshmi donation for her. And everything there, she's happy, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So Krishna told Arjuna, look, she's very happy now, everything is there for her. You know why? Krishna says, last time she was busy thinking about the cow. I told in Bhagavad Gita 9:22, Ananya Chintayanto Mam Yajana Paryupasate Tesam Nitya Bhuktanam Yogam Semam Vahamyaham. I told Arjun that to my devotees, I carry what they lack and I preserve what they have. Whatever they don't have, I'll give them. Whatever they have, I'll protect them. I promise. To whom? To who always thinking about me. But this lady was thinking about the cow. That is why her life is very miserable. Now no more cow ready. And she, Krishna, only thinking of me. See, I give everything. So if you're conscious of Krishna, you're protected, you'll gain everything in your life. Always remain humble, always remain simple, and always try to keep yourself very pure. And surely Krishna would bless your family, your life. And surely Krishna will give darshan one day for your family, not to worry. Thank you so much for your kind invitation here. And is there any questions or any doubts? Yeah, Prabhu, yeah.
Thank you for a wonderful lecture. Maharaj, you were mentioning in your lecture earlier about faith. So my question is how we can develop that faith more, and once we have that faith, how we can check how much faith we actually have.
So in the beginning, it has been given, systematically. It is called Sraddha, number 1, is a faith. Sadhu Sangha, number 2. Bhajana Kriya, number 3. Anartha Nivarti, number 4. Nistha is number 5. Ruchi is number 6. Asakti is number 7. Bhava is number 8. Prema, love of Krishna, is number 9. So the Shastra says, people come to Krishna, it's not they just come like that. They come because, the previous, somewhere or other, 100 lifetime, if you have done a punya, a merit, a good activities, pious activities, you get the opportunity to come in contact in Krishna consciousness. Because you have done a lot of wonderful action in your previous life. So first thing, you come, somewhere you had little bit faith, either by meeting the devotees, either by reading one of Krishna conscious books, somewhere or other you came to Krishna. Now to enhance, to make your faith more better and more stronger, you have to associate with the devotee who has got a very good faith in the path of Krishna consciousness. And number three is that bhajana kriya. By taking a devotee as a spiritual master who can guide you on the path of Krishna consciousness. Under the guidance of the spiritual master, when you practice bhakti now, that anartha nivarti, all the unwanted contamination in your heart will be clear from you. Number four. Now, number five, nistha, you become steady in Krishna consciousness. And number six is ruchi. Now you will have the taste for chanting of Krishna. You have the taste for the service of Krishna. Enjoy Krishna conscious service. And number seven, that will be asakti, that will be great attachment for you for Krishna. Any reason you will never throw Krishna go away, you will stick with Krishna. And number eight, that will be bhava, that will be beginning of the love of Krishna. And number nine is prema, that will be total blossom of Krishna's love. So in this way, your faith can become steady and strong by taking a good association of another devotees. And slowly you have to seek for a spiritual master. And by having accepting a spiritual master, by taking guidance of a spiritual master, and you can eliminate all the unwanted material, anarthas, unwanted things in your heart. So your faith can become better only in the association of a devotees. So you have to pray very hard. The harder you pray to Krishna to give you a very good devotee association, Krishna will bring a good devotee as the association for you. Eh? Only through association. Everything is only through the help of a devotee again. Yes.
So we can see here on the Bhagavad Gita that Arjuna is shooting arrows. So is he thinking about Krishna while shooting these arrows, or he is thinking about arrows, where to put the arrows? And or we can give another example. When the devotee is driving the car, he is thinking about Krishna or about the road?
So what is your question?
About what we should think while we are driving. We should think about Krishna or about the road.
When you are driving, Prabhupada says somebody one time, one devotee had an accident. So devotee asked Prabhupada, why Krishna didn't protect him? Prabhupada says that everywhere there is a law to follow. In Krishna consciousness, there is law to follow. If you are in the kitchen, you follow the law in the kitchen. If you are in the pujari room, you follow that. If you are in outside somewhere, it says in the country when you are on the road, there is law to follow. If your signboard says that 80 kilometer an hour, if you follow that 80 kilometer an hour, you are under the protection of Krishna. But if you break that law, and Krishna don't protect you. So while you are driving, that you are driving your focus into that law, and the result of the work you are doing, you are driving, you're going to somewhere, you're going to work, let's say you're going to work, and you earn, let's say you earn $1,000, and the result of your work, that has to be offered to Krishna. There is no sin in your job. There's only sin in the result, the application of the result of your work. Like I take a knife, you take a knife. It's the same. But how we use the knife, that's where the reaction is going to come. If I use the knife for cutting vegetable, use the knife to kill somebody, then the reaction, the result will be totally different. So when you are driving, Prabhupada said, that you should not, keep your japamala chanting. Because the chanting will carry your mind somewhere. Then accident. Drive. So you can play some Prabhupada lecture, you can play some bhajan, but you have to focus into, Always Krishna also always according to place, time, and circumstances you have to perform your duty. You know. So you have to careful look into this thing. Mm. So drive, and then Krishna, Krishna. Don't go and bang the car on somebody else. Uh, So your chanting is not counted, in the japa when you are driving. Japa time, japa. Prasadam time, prasadam. You know, and you don't go and take prasadam and go and eat in the toilet. It's not the eating place. So driving time, you focus into the driving. So you must know how to able to control the situation. Wake up in the morning, spend some time for chanting. Prabhupada said devotees should follow four things. He said number one, they should take care of their health. The prime thing, you must take care of your health. If your health is no good, you cannot do anything else. So Prabhupada said number one, you take care of your health. Number two, you do your chanting. Number three, you do some service for Krishna. Number four, you read my book. So you have to allocate the time before you go to work, wake up and chant something, read something. Then when you're going to work, you see how to perform your work well, driving to office, everything. When you come back from work ready, you know how to do some puja for Krishna and how to, uh, read little bit books and go to bed, so you must able to organize your life properly. So that, driving time, you're chanting, and chanting time you're driving is all no good. Eh? There is time for everything in life. So when you become a pure devotee, you're always living with Krishna. A pure devotee don't even take a chanting mala and chant. The gopis in Vrindavan, they don't have a chanting mala. But they are the greatest devotee of Krishna because they're always conscious of Krishna. Chaitanya, Arjuna, Krishna told Arjuna, Yato Yato Nachalati Manam Chanchalam, chapter 6, text 26. Krishna told Arjuna, wherever your mind is wandering, bring it back unto me, unto you. And how to do in the 629, Krishna says, Sarva Bhutam Samatmanam, Sarva Bhutani Chatmani, Iksate Yoga Yuktatma, Sarvatra Samadarshana. Krishna says, whatever you see in this world, you see me inside them. You know, whatever you see, everything, you see Krishna inside them. And when you see Krishna, see everything inside Krishna. In this way, see Krishna everywhere. You are saying you don't see the road is different, you don't see the car is different, you don't see the human being are different. You see everything is Krishna's energy. So you are conscious of Krishna, why you want to take in chant? You're already conscious of Krishna. Is it difficult or what?
I mean, it's simple, but maybe difficult.
Yeah, it's a practice. Like, when the parents coming to the house, they see the shoe of the children. They understand my children are already back from school and all those things because they used to see the children in the shoe. So if you have learned to see Krishna everywhere, so you see Krishna in the road, you see Krishna in the signboard, you see Krishna in the traffic light, you see everything Krishna, that's all. Because you see Krishna's energy, nothing else in the world other than Vishnu. Because we have Vishnu, devotee. Vishnu means, whose energy spread everywhere. And nothing in the world is without, energy of Vishnu. It's only a matter of practice. You don't need to separately try to see Krishna. You see everybody, you see Krishna inside them. When you see Krishna, see everybody inside Krishna. So, Sarvatra, always everywhere you see Krishna. It's only a matter of practice. You practice, 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 and you live with Krishna 24 hours. What do you think, boy? Huh? Practice make you perfect. Yeah. Anything else? Yeah, Prabhuji.
I have one more question from your lecture. You were mentioning also about destiny,
Yeah,
and you mentioned that everything is predestined
yeah,
starting from the womb.
yeah.
So my question is that if you mention everything is destined, then where does the point of free will come? Because you said that only through Krishna consciousness can we modify our destiny. But if somebody is not practicing Krishna consciousness strictly, let's say, they still have the free will.
Yeah, yeah. See, now there are three kinds of karmas there called Sanchita karma, no, Aparabdha karma, and the last one is Kriyamani karma. So Sanchita karma is your previous stock coming in. Prarabdha karma, while you're going through the previous good and bad, Prarabdha, you're creating a new. So always you have that independent to create something new. It's not you are blocked, you are stuck, you're not given any more privilege to do anything else. While you are going through the past, and now you are creating a new, Kriyamani, then it comes in the next life. So always that freedom of, your activities are always been there. Is only by Krishna consciousness that it can be changed. From bad to worse to you can change it to good, and the good one can become bad. See, karma comes through three ways. One through your mind, another through your speech, another through your body. If you think something bad in your mind all the time, you're thinking bad about others, next life you're born as a human being. If you're talking and lying in your talk, you're agitating others in your talk, next life you're born as an animal. If you're using your body to kill somebody, punch somebody, you do violence through your body, next life you're born as a plant and tree. So before you are born, the human being, they got three kinds of human being. There are human being in the mode of goodness, there are human being in the mode of passionate, there are human being in the mode of ignorant. Those human beings, they are living in the mode of goodness. Previous life, the last life of animal life was a cow. When you finish your cow life, this life you're born as a human being. Human being means a good human being, mode of goodness. In the previous life, if you're born as a lion, and lion was the last body, this life you're born in the mode of passionate. You like a lion. Simply, you want to fight with everybody. And the previous life, if you're born as a monkey, you know, and this life, you're born, as well, there are four kinds of living being, because there are four kinds of gunas are there: mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance, and mode of combination of a mode of passion and ignorance. The brahmanas, I know, they are mode of goodness. The Kshatriya, mode of passionate. The Vaishya, they are combined of mode of passion and ignorance. And the Sudras and the mode of ignorance. So in your previous life, if you've been born as a cow, this life you're born as a brahmana. In your previous life, if you're born as a lion, this life you're born as a Kshatriya. In the previous life, if you're born as an elephant, this life you're born as a Vaishya. Previous life, if you're born as a monkey, this life you're born as a Sudra. So all happens according how you use your mind, how you use your speech, how you use your physical body. That's how the karma appears. But all the time you have, your minute independent to create more karma or to nullify the karma. The choice has been with you all the time. So anything else? Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Maharaj, can you please explain a verse from Bhagavad Gita? This Guna Karmani Sarvati Ahankara Vimudatma Kartamiti Manyate.
327. Prakriti kriya manani guna karmani sarvasa ahankara vimuratma karta niti manyate. When a person is situated in the mode of ignorance, ahankar, that false identification, then they think that they are the doer. Everything is happening in the world because of them. They do not know that nothing is happening is because of them. Everything is happening because of the modes of material nature. And the mode of material nature is functioning by the order of Krishna himself. That you will see in the chapter 9, 10, Maya Daksena Prakriti Suyate Chachara Charametunana Kaunteya Jagat Vipariva. Krishna says, under my order, the material nature is working. And in the chapter 5, text 14, if you go Bhagavad Gita, you can read the one, Can you read 5 14 and 15? That everything is happened by the push of the modes of material nature. You read that?
Yes, Maharaj. It's 5:14 is, should I read the
Yeah,
Sanskrit
yeah.
or the
Na karitvartam na.
na kartripam na karmani lokasya srijati prabhu na karma phala samyogam swabhavastu pravartati. The embodied spirit, master of the city of his body, does not create activities, nor does he induce people to act, nor does he create the fruits of action. All this is enacted by the modes of material nature. And 15. Nadatte kasyachit papam, nacheva sukritim vibhu, ajnanenavritam jnanam, tena muhyanti jantavaha. Nor does the Supreme Lord assume anyone's sinful or pious activities. Embodied beings, however, are bewildered because of the ignorance which covers their real knowledge.
So you're not even a doer of whatever happening in your life. Not even Krishna. He says, no, na chaiva. Krishna, not even Krishna is involved with whatever happening in your life today. It's all been pushed by the modes of material nature. But you are the master of your own body. But unfortunately, you do not understand there's a supreme master who controls, my life. Because forgetfulness of the supreme master, you're falsely thinking that, this body is the master. But you're thinking that you're doing everything. But Krishna says you don't do everything. But, he says the modes of material natures are doing everything. It's just like, you are like a fire. If you fall in the dry grass, the fire become more bigger. If the fire falls in the wet grass, it only creates smokes. The fire falls in the water, the fire finish no more. So like that, you are just like a fire, but the three modes of material nature, when you come in contact with the three modes of material nature, that's how the reactions are coming in. But you have nothing to do with anything around. But due to false identification that the body, you think that I'm doing everything. So that's what Krishna is explaining in the 327. Prakriti is a Prakriti Kriyam. The Prakriti is doing. Prakriti means is a consists of three modes of material nature. You are not doing anything. You don't do anything, like you come from India. You're the same person, you've been in India, you are here, but there are two different ways of you've been in touch with life. Isn't it? But you are the same person. Things are changed because you are in a different country now. But otherwise, you are same everywhere. Understand? The Prakriti is doing everything.
So if like if we are thinking we are the doer, yes, that's why we get the results of karma.
Yeah, that's right.
But if when we will not think I'm the doer,
Yeah,
right, out of ego or something,
yeah,
then we will not get results of.
yeah. Because of your false identification, karma comes. So now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Sanatan Goswami, he said, Krishna Buli Se Jiva Anadir Bahirmukha Ataiva Maya Tare Deha Samsaratuka. He said that every problem you go through in your life is all due to forgetfulness of Krishna. Because you have forgotten Krishna, then you have forgotten even your own origin. You don't even know that you are not the doer here. Your life being controlled by some other energies around. Because of forgetfulness of Krishna, you have forgotten, that's all. So the moment you understand, realize, I'm not the doer, Krishna is the doer. And everything here controlled by the modes of nature, Mother Nature, and Mother Nature works under the order of Krishna. So finally, ultimately, when you see only Krishna is the doer, and you're free from, that reaction of karma in your life. Only you have to change your consciousness. You don't need to change your lifestyle, going to work and earning money. You don't need to change any of the. Only thing is that instead of thinking, my house, my car, my family. If you think this is Krishna's house, Krishna's car, Krishna's family, then you have no karma ready. Falsely claiming, like my property, if you falsely claim, you will be put into the prison. So when you have a clear understanding about, things around you, then you are not affected by the karma because you don't claim. There is no false claim in your talk. Yeah.
Like you are saying that the spark of fire, it connects with dry grass.
Yeah.
It ignites very much. If wet grass. With this example, I'm having a question. Is it our choice whom we associate?
Yeah.
It
All the time, the minute independent is with you, whom you wanted to associate with. But if your previous karma is good, you are born in the right family from the very beginning. If your previous life karma, that's what Krishna told Arjuna, Prapya Punya Kritan Lokam 641. He says that when you are, incomplete in your path of Krishna consciousness, this life, next life you'll be born in a devotee family. You're born in a rich family, you can use the wealth, for the service of Krishna. So that choice is coming also from the previous life. And now, a devotee asked Prabhupada this question. Just now I did not complete this thing. Devotee said that, Bhagavad Gita say like this, if you are, incomplete in your previous life of Krishna, this life you're born in a devotee family or rich family. So the devotee told Prabhupada, I'm not born in a rich family. I'm also not born in a devotee family. How I get the opportunity to come in contact in Krishna consciousness? Prabhupada says, I created for that for you. So pure devotee can create the merit for you in your life. Somewhere or other, he found that, Krishna found that, you're qualified to, be in Krishna consciousness. So all the time that freedom and independence are there with you. But with your previous life karma, pious activities, make it more easier for you to be in contact within your family, within your friend. Easy for you to, the fire to fall in the dry grass. If your karma is no good, then the fire falls in the water. But the hard prayer of the devotee, it can be established. Krishna. Anything?
Maharaj, how we can understand if we have something to decide, some plan, so how we can understand it's Krishna's plan or we are deciding, or how we can understand this?
Well, time is the answer for everything in the world. Like, when one time Yudhishthira was talking with Krishna. Yudhishthira says, Krishna, we do not know anybody else other than you. But then why we go through some difficulties? We only your devotee. We don't know anybody else. Krishna says, Yasyaham anugrahanami arisye daddanam sane. Krishna says, it's all my mercy for you. He says, Swajanam dukha dukhinam. You do not know what is the reality of life in the world. You're trusting every of your friends and relatives and everybody. So I put you in some situation so that you get a better understanding about reality of life in the world. So for the devotee, Krishna, put them into some situation so that they can learn more better about life. But Krishna is always there to protect the devotees. And how you know that whether, it was your plan or Krishna's plan? If you remain in Krishna consciousness, that is Krishna's plan. If you go away from Krishna, that is your plan. But Krishna always wants you to be with him. But he doesn't want you to be immature. He wants you to be a happy devotee. Happy devotee means you must be quite well versed in your path of Krishna consciousness. You should be mature so that, you are very fixed, you're very steady, you enjoy Krishna consciousness. So Krishna has to uplift you. And, like we go to the school, we go through some exam, then you want to get some promotion. in your work, they test you in different levels, whether you are qualified, so everywhere in the life there is some sort of, test and tribulation is there. So Krishna puts you through there so that, in time to come, you are able to lead others into their spiritual life. So if you remain, that's Krishna's plan. You go away, that's your plan. Krishna said, my devotees are always protected. Krishna told that, in the 931, Kauntaya Pratijane, he said, little bit devotion will come by continuation of the righteousness in your life. Krishna says, one day you become a devotee. Krishna says, now Arjun declared to the world that my devotee will never perish. A real devotee of Krishna never go away. So Krishna wants to make you a real devotee of him. No more sentiment here. So that you learn something in life. So that you can guide and lead other people's life very nicely. You only are able to do when you got the wisdom in your life. How the wisdom comes? Wisdom comes through the experience of life. It's not, everybody were making the only right thing, then they become, successful in their life. The people, go through success, failure, good and bad, up and down in life, and they got the wisdom. And when they come to, give you advice, then you are able to apply that in your life. So Krishna wants you to develop that wisdom in your life. Uddhava asked Krishna, why you didn't help the Pandavas during the dice game. And Krishna says that, to become successful in life, people must have wisdom in their life. During the dice game, Krishna said, Duryodhana had the wisdom, but Yudhishthira didn't have the wisdom. What was Duryodhana's wisdom? Duryodhana know that he is not very good in, playing the dice game. So he called his uncle Saguni, come and play for me, on behalf of me. So his uncle played. But Yudhishthira also know that he don't know how to play dice game nicely. And Yudhishthira also know that I'm his uncle. Like a Duryodhana called his uncle, Yudhishthira called me as uncle. If I go and play with, Sakuni, who will win the game? He said that wisdom is very important. So Krishna put you into different tests and tribulations so that you have your wisdom, so that you never easily make mistake in future. Otherwise, every time you make mistake. So Krishna wants you to go through good and bad, ugly and everything, so that next time any decision in your life, you make perfect decision. Successful. So Krishna prepare you to become perfect in Krishna consciousness. Okay. Thank you so much for being here today. I think we are getting late, and I would like to thank again to the host of this house and all the family members and devotees who are here today with this program. May Krishna gives you more and more blessing. He may protect all of you. May your journey in life of Krishna consciousness will be more better and healthier and more successful. Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Pramanande.
So Maharaj, you don't take dinner, yeah?
I'll take some.
Offer with love.
I shouldn't have given you the information.
You reveal yourself.
I may take little bit, for the love,
Just something.
Toda. Konja. There is South Indian language.